Okay, great. Very cool. Thank you so much. Appreciate you sharing that. Anyway, if we could just not talk about dicks for, I don't know, give me like 2 minutes. Blessings to you. Thank you so much for those bits, Coterine. Namaste to you. Blessings to you. Really appreciate that support. Blessings to you. The program will in turn give you more than you even understand at this point. Blessings to you. Now, this video editor, setting aside their project, saying, let me help the program go. Let me help the program reach the darkest, farthest corners of the internet. It is time to take this program past Switch.tv. Namaste. So I said, okay, you tell me what you need. They gave me a figure. I said, let's get it done. So over the next month and a half, we are running a very special promotion, the Growth to Nowhere promotion, where, yes, on the community of Devoted Light, you will receive the exclusive videos, the music downloads, the monthly postcard, etc., etc., etc. Coterine, more talk about dicks, cocks, penis, and erect male chickens. I don't know why chickens. Chickens are rapists. Law of the jungle. And, you know, when I first watched it, my initial impulse was to, project the human laws we have on the chicken, I said, and say, that's bad for this chicken to rape. But it's a chicken, I don't think that's fair. Larry Picklejar, Communal Vision, all animals are rapists except penguins, they mate for life. Okay. Yeah. Namaste. Flying Vita, what's up? Namaste to you. Blessings to you. I just turned YouTube on, by the way. You guys can go to YouTube if you want. Now, very special promotion. Not only if you join the community of Devoted Light by the end of June, not only will you receive the exclusive videos, the music downloads, the monthly postcard, etc., the beautiful archival art prints that I channel and create for your pleasure and for your also displeasure. We're going to add something to the equation that's going to make this really special. Now, let's get to these. Let's get to these real fast. Now, by the end of June, if you join the community of Devoted Light at the basic $5 tier, now $5 a month, cost of a cup of coffee at Starbucks, can you squeeze in something, some life-changing, hypocryptomatic? Thanks so much.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Hypocryptomatic to issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 100, cheer 100, cheer 100. Leslie Iapmost forgot to put on Larry's sprinkler. All DIICCKKKKSSSUUUHHH all DDDIICK dick. Repeat. Cheer 100, cheer 100, cheer 100. Leslie Iapmost forgot to put on Larry's sprinkler. All DIICCKKKSSSUUUHHH all DDDIICK dick. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
All right, thanks so much. Hypocryptomatic, thank you so much for the bits and, again, for the dick talk. Sometimes we start the week off like this. That's true. Sometimes we do start off, you guys come in here like it's like trying to settle down a kindergarten class after the weekend. That Monday is such a brutal Monday. I used to teach kindergarten, actually. That Monday after the weekend is a brutal one. Lots of energy, very difficult to focus. You spend the whole day trying to get them to focus and hopefully just get them ready for Tuesday to maybe finally learn a fucking thing. So, okay, maybe we're there. So let's keep up the dick stuff. Get it out of our system. Who else has some shit to say about dicks and cocks and common semen? Because then I'm going to need you to focus up. Okay, anyway, so if you join the community of Devoted Light to help push this program into running clips on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, to do the YouTube highlight videos like the one you saw last week, which it's in the Discord right now. If you want to see that happen, you want to see the unprecedented growth within the program, now's the perfect time to join. Because if you join at the $5 tier by the end of the month of June, I will send you a free signed 8x10 of Leslie for your home, me, a picture of my face for you to focus your meditations on, to just allow the energy of the program through a visual representation of me, Leslie Tanner, in your home. Allow that energy to just sort of really proliferate in your life, in your home life, therefore extending the reach of explorations into the world in your immediate community. Now, yes, this is a fantastic offer, but it gets even better. Now, at the $10 level, I will be sending out limited edition Explorations VHS tapes. Yes, you'll be able to access this video online, but I will be sending you a physical goddamn tape in the mail. Okay? A physical tape in the mail. This tape will include elements of the program that are on the Patreon right now, but also exclusive videos that you can't get any other way. Truly special, truly a very limited edition thing. I'm not going to be doing very many of these. So we've actually already got a new, somebody new within the community of Devoted Light. Disco Kick, namaste to you. Welcome to the community of Devoted Light. Couldn't resist the offer of a limited edition Explorations VHS tape full, chock full of invaluable material and some material you just simply can't find anywhere else. So end of the month of June, $10 tier, everybody will be getting, at the $10 tier, will be getting a limited edition Explorations VHS tape in the mail. Now, yes, it gets even better. At the $25 level, by the end of the month of June, this tape itself will include an exclusive, only for my most big spending, successful two-tub lifestyle explorers. They will receive a tape with an exclusive guided meditation, penned and channeled by yours truly, Leslie Tanner. Very few people on earth will ever see this guided meditation. But I'm telling you right now, because I want you to be one of those few. I want you to take advantage of this absolutely once-in-a-lifetime offer of this guided meditation. No one else will see this but this $25 tier of within my community of Devoted Light. Now, just to remind you guys, listen, I'm practically not going to get any of this money at all. Already from the operation here, since I started the operation, I've been working to just get an absolute bare minimum, covering rent, groceries, bills. That's it. I don't have fun. Sometimes I refuse to even look at color so I can stay focused on the program and what you all need. So I'm taking the absolute bare minimum, both as a financial practice, as spiritual practice. By committing, by pledging over the community of Devoted Light, you're not only providing this editor the means with which they need to do the work to grow this, but you will be at the ground level of something very special. You'll be able to watch the ripples work its way through the internet of this program. People's ears will be perking up, and you will know that it was because of what you did over this next 6-week period. Because you all stepped up. You understood the value of this investment. You understood the value of this program. You understood the effect that it's had on your life and the life of everyone that's laid eyes on it. Dave lost 200 pounds and started fucking. You can see his cock now. He didn't. After his wife died, he got super fat and depressed. Comes, finds a program, loses weight, starts learning karate and shit. Bob had sex within weeks. Was a virgin, had sex within weeks. I've cured several cases of your autism just by phone calls. These stories will be legends in the future. We know them as commonplace because we've seen it with our eyes. But in the future, as this growth ripples through the internet, ripples into the future, calling people to the home that they didn't even know they had, you will know that it is because you understood that this opportunity truly was special and you heeded the call. I'm very excited to see which of you heed the call already. I want to say thank you to, I'm not going to say your real name because you went from 5 to 10 because you want that tape. And I don't blame you. It's going to be special. Then there's also the disco, what was the name? Disco Kick, if you're around. Kick Disco, it kicks disco, disco kicks, something like that. Namaste to you. Blessings to you coming in at that VHS tape level, understanding the value of it, needing that tape in their life. Namaste. GM Smurfette, General Motors Smurfette, blessings to you. Gifting a sub, namaste to Impregnate Me Daddy. So the username Impregnate Me Daddy, thank you so much for your support, Impregnate. And also GM Smurfette, even double thank you to you for your support. Blessings. Namaste. Now, if you are interested in exploring the options, go ahead and type !final journey into the chat, and you'll be greeted with a link to the Patreon in order to take advantage of said opportunity. Blessings to you. Now, I'll mention this before we get into tonight's theme. The P.O. Box, of course. Listen, guys, I have a P.O. Box. A lot of you know this already, but I love receiving mail from you. I love receiving your letters, your postcards. Sometimes you send me your ideas for the compound coming in the next few months. You send me ideas just for what you're up to, what you're thinking about, care packages. Sometimes you send me some full-throated criticism, to which I say, fuck off, but I'm also very excited to be challenged, to prove that I'm here for a reason. And this program is the way it is for a reason. So listen, any reason you have to write me, P.O. Box 47621, Chicago, Illinois 60647. Namaste. Blessings. Now, let's get into tonight's theme because I got to open up this line. I got to speak to you. I got to speak to you guys. Now, what we're talking about tonight, we got started talking about negation, right? We started talking about if you had to sum up, the direction of the program, how it transforms people's life. Communal vision. Can't wait to read this. Thanks so much, Foolish Mofo. Foolish Mofo says, nice gold chain, Leslie. Looks gay. Really appreciate the feedback. Namaste. That would explain a lot. If this is giving off gay vibes, it would explain a lot of attention I've been receiving in my life as of late. I would not have guessed this. I would have guessed it looks more Eastern European. More Eastern European than it was just gay. Maybe I'm out of touch, though, Maybe gay and Eastern European. Maybe that's my thing. Maybe that's my little cubby hole. Namaste. VJP Cat says same. Namaste. Thank you for saying that. That's funny. Now that's fun. Blessings. Now, let's get into. Now, a lot of people ask me, Leslie, if you had to sum up the program, just to try to understand, if you could sum it up in just one word, right? One word. One of the words I often use with questions like that, one answer I often get is the word negative or negation. Negative or negation. The negativity of our path forward. Apache RCL, are cash gifts allowed for P.O. Box if the bills are small and non-sequential? Let's give it a fucking try. I don't know. Yeah, that sounds good. Send it on over. Apache, I love that question. I appreciate you offering that question. Let's just go with yes. I'm not going to look up the answer to that. And no one tell me. Do not tell me. Now, negation. Negation colors how we move through this world within the program. Outside of this program, we are bombarded by positivity, by gestures of so-called empathy, by efforts to connect digitally and in real life. Mostly digitally these days, unfortunately. Positivity, affirming, community. These words feel like shit for a reason. Because they fly in the face of what we know is so often missing in these discussions, negativity, negation. Now, you're asking, Leslie, what does it have to do with bargain hunters? Now, bargain hunters, I know many of them. I used to be one myself, a coupon king. I show up on Tuesdays when I get double for the amount of the coupons, and I clean out my local grocer. Like clockwork. Very dark time of my life. And now, what I do in this situation is I would think to myself, all right, what's the prerequisite of a bargain? I would say, I got to do this thing. I must buy this thing. I'm compelled to buy this thing out of certain necessity, perceived necessity. In this case, groceries, coupons of groceries. And I must find a bargain. I must reduce the cost exchanged for this perceived necessity. Now, the reason I say you might notice I use the word dark. I used the word dark a moment ago because this was a very dark time. This mindset, this true grind set of a bargain hunter I took with me everywhere. Thrift stores, flea markets, grocery store. I'd haggle for goddamn vacuum repair. Anyone that would look at me and try to give me anything, I would try to haggle them. Reduce the cost exchanged for the perceived necessity. Now, you see, there we go. We got Dong Digging in the chat right now saying you have to shop smartly. How pernicious and ugly of a mindset. And I'm going to get to exactly why it is. Now, when I realized, in my meditations, cost in exchange. What is the ultimate cost? And what do we get out of it? Well, I would say, in the most profound sense, what do we ultimately have before anything? We might not have clothes. We might not have a house. But what do we have? Existence. We are being right now. Nothing comes without a cost, though. What do we exchange for this? The toil, the struggle, the absolute irresolvable and irreducible suffering that we experience as a result of being. What's the price that we're paying for it? Choosing to live on some level. Each of us here have decided not to sacrifice the ultimate price. And I realized that during my meditations, this is the reason this is a dark moment in my life. I realized that the ultimate coupon redeem, the ultimate buy one, get one half off, 3 for $4, or whatever, the ultimate coupon redeem could simply be to pass away, to choose to pass away. It's a coupon that any of us can redeem at any moment in time. And so when I go to the grocery store, I still use coupons. That's the thing. I still am a bargain hunter on some level. I can't help it. And such is the dynamic of our lives and existence. As I go to the grocery store, I pull up 8:30 a.m. I see the same old ladies every single week, Tuesday, where we know we get twice as much for our coupons. I see the same, and I look at them in the eye, and I know the gambit. I know the compromise they're making. In the face of the abyss, they are making a compromise. I will not redeem this ultimate coupon because there are other coupons to redeem. I am a bargain hunter up until a certain point. Because some bargains really are too good. Some bargains are too good. Some coupons are simply too good. So we don't think about it. Namaste. So tonight, we're getting into the conflicts. We're going to talk to some bargain hunters out there in the chat right now. We're going to talk about our experiences bargain hunting. Do you cut coupons? Do you do the coupon thing on your phone? How do you seek to, like I said before, reduce the cost exchanged for perceived necessity? How do you do this? It could be done socially. It could be done, I'm going to make a compromise. I'm going to go to this party but only for 2 hours because after that 2-hour period, I'm going to be too tired. Look, that's one. That's a bargain hunter's mindset. I'm going to get the most value I can out of this, then I'm going to cut it off. We can talk about coupons all day. We can talk about Kohl's Cash. Ooh, girl, let's talk about Kohl's Cash. Anybody saving up Kohl's Cash out there? Namaste. But we are searching, every single one of us, I suspect, has a bargain hunter somewhere inside of us. And this bargain hunter contains a wealth of information. They're screaming out, please somebody help me. Please somebody help me resolve this. And we're not going to resolve it, but we are going to talk about it and see how bad it truly is. Namaste. So let's go ahead and open up the lines. Communal vision. Apache, do you find that having power hair helps or hurts with vacuum cleaner repair price haggling? Kind of depends. Depends on who I'm talking to. If I'm with a sort of a meaty guy. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. I'm gonna answer a couple questions from Communal Vision real quick. Lines are open. Namaste. That's from Nindinu. Namaste to you. Blessings. Now, to answer your question, Apache, do you find that having power hair helps? It really depends on who I'm talking to. If the vacuum repair, if it's like a big hulking meaty guy and like an otherwise alpha in their life, then it's two alphas button heads, and that's the hair hurts. It hurts, that situation. Now, if I had a sort of meek haircut, maybe like a tech, like I worked at a tech worker at an office, like a headquarters for Expedia or something. Nice little button up. Maybe some a good amount of carb fat, and I don't look like I move around a lot. Now that would be a way to try to really nail it with those alpha guys. But unfortunately, I'm too masculine, too muscular, and I just have that energy that's really off-putting to other alphas. Caller, namaste to you. Welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Hey, Leslie, it's Genomatic. I'm so sorry to call in so early. I was just so excited.
Namaste to you. Let's talk about why you're so excited. Let's get into it. And there's no need to apologize. I'm happy to speak to you.
Of course. I'm sorry.
Namaste. So
I feel like yeah.
Is this Jen?
Oh. Yes. Yeah, it's me.
Well, namaste to you, Jen. Namaste to you. How you doing tonight?
Namaste, Leslie. I'm so proud of this piece of shit listeners, man. They rock. I like to say they rock, and I want our community to grow so big from this. By the way, you're on the phone is in here. He's a really big piece of shit.
Who's a big piece of shit?
You're on the phone?
Your own phone.
Just say, hi, Alex, and go, ack, 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 ack. That's the sound that a shark makes. You've got really bad people in here, and I want to Patreon somebody. I do.
You're looking to gift a Patreon subscription to someone tonight?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm going to have to do headphones. My speakers are fucking up. 1 second.
Guess what? I can't hear you that good. TBH.
One moment. All right, back to it. There we go. Perfect. Now I can hear loud and clear. Now, can you hear me?
It's not really that loud.
Not really that loud.
Right.
Oh, well, there's nothing I can do about that. I'm maxed out. I'm in the red already.
I just did. I turned my phone up.
So let me get you straight. You're excited about the reach of this the reach that this program could have. You're looking to put even more into it. Now, just to remind the crowd, remind the chat right now, you are already subscribed at that high level, that high level already, aren't you?
Absolutely. And one time I got mad at you and I jumped out and then I came back that same day.
You did, absolutely, and I knew that you were going to.
Yeah, me too.
I love watching you flail back and forth. You know,
thank you.
It's you know, some people, you know, get alarmed by that kind of behavior. You know, do you have any experience with that?
Hey. Oh my God, duh. Well, people getting alarmed with like behavior?
With your behavior.
Yeah. Oh yes, the police a lot.
Yeah, so the cops are upset. Yeah.
And my friends.
Your
my
friends,
loved ones, my family.
Anyone either remotely acquainted with you.
They get alarmed.
Yeah, they get alarmed with your behavior. Okay, yeah.
What's up with that? Yeah.
I don't know. They just, you know, I mean, to put it bluntly, they're not, you know, they just might not have the sort of wisdom and experience. You know, they're looking to resolve a lot of problems in their life. You know, they see someone like you, you know, doing the things that you do, and they're like, no, it can't be like this. They seek to control you, and I don't seek to control you, Jen.
Do you think that's what it is, dude? Because I've about had enough. I've about had it enough.
Yeah.
I'd like to gift, and I'll talk to you privately about this. We won't talk. I will just find some way. You're on the phone is definitely going to be one of your, he's subscribed, and that's the bottom line. Because Jenny D said so.
Wait, I don't understand what you just said. We just received...
Oh, no.
We just received... No, no one's coming at you, which I'm honestly surprised at. No one's saying, like, do you suck dicks at dollar store or anything? You know, like, that's usually like clockwork as soon as I hear your voice.
I mean, I feel like, okay.
But no, I'm looking at Peppercorn Patty upping their pledge to the $25 level, already committing to receiving the ultimate edition of the limited edition of the VHS tape going out very soon. Namaste to you. So Peppercorn Patty putting her money where her mouth is, and because she wants to see this program grow. Namaste.
You know what? I've noticed she's a classy broad.
Oh, she is. Yeah.
Classy broad.
A peach. A classy peach.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
100%. I buy it for You're on the Phone.
No. Oh, you want to get it for You're on the Phone?
Yes.
All right, we can do that. Let's talk about it. After the stream.
Yeah, we will trade quarters after the stream.
We'll trade quarters after the stream.
You're on the Phone is definitely on the list. Okay.
All right, You're on the Phone is on the list. And what level are we pledging You're on the Phone at?
Well, we're going to do top dollar there.
Top dollar for You're on the Phone. So You're on the Phone's getting the tape, getting the print, getting the postcard, getting the music downloads, and getting the exclusive videos is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, we're kind of shoving him in with our pelvis. And
we're going to fuck him in the hole or whatever. You know, just...
whatever.
Yes! Namaste. Wonderful.
Yeah.
No,
Leslie, can I ask you something?
Please.
How are you?
Oh, I'm on cloud nine. I'm having a wonderful evening. Larry Picklejar gifting a sub to You're on the Phone. Blessings to you. So people really coming to the aid of You're on the Phone. Blessings to you.
Yeah. Ask him what sound a shark makes. He's really good at it.
You also have been terminated. So.
Namaste.
That's that. That's how that works, in case anybody was wondering. See if I can change this right now. I have many, many functioning VSR. LOL. I am signing up for that VHS, Leslie, 100%. Dishman Dishes, I want to send it to you. I want to send you the tape. You know, how long have we talked about this program? And it's overdue time that I send out this tape, namaste. Communal Vision from Pepperoncini. I have committed at the $10 a month level. The program works, namaste, committed. Oh, yes, Pepperoncini, namaste to you. You have like 3 usernames, don't you? Don't you have like 3 usernames? It's hard for me to keep track of. See, it's already happening. The growth is happening right now. This is the real deal. There is nothing else like this on the expanse of the internet, and there never will be again. We will receive apocalyptic blows to the world of form that we move through before we see anything even remotely close to this program again. So the question is, do you want to jump on board? Do you want to help this become what it needs to become, what it should become? Namaste. Hypocryptomatic with a psychic emergency. Namaste.
This is the Psychic Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this broadcast in cooperation with Explorer Hypocryptomatic to issue a psychic emergency. At your on the phone cheer 100 cheer 100 cheer 100. Repeat. At your on the phone cheer 100 cheer 100 cheer 100. We now continue with your normal broadcast.
Namaste. Thank you so much. We're sending out a yo, what's up? Just a psychic emergency level, both in the positive way. We've been celebrating you're on the phone, but also on the negative side. Yo, psychic emergency. This man, whoever this is dying just as much as anyone else. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. What is something I can call you tonight?
This is Larry Picklejar.
Larry Picklejar. One moment, I gotta turn off the audio monitor, and there's an echo. Larry, this is the Larry Picklejar.
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe I'm getting vibes that you are. I'm getting vibes that you are. Holy moly!
Well, here's the thing, and I'm part of the problem. But get to the calls earlier, and I might call in more. Not that it matters, because I'm not very interesting, but I'm calling in because people in chat were calling me out, so hey. But also, so my first job when I was 16 years old, are you still there?
Yep, still here, still listening.
All right, just want to make sure. When I was 16 years old, I worked at a discount store where there was like this group of, it was like 3 guys who got together and they figured out that you could buy like a truckload of goods that were returned from Macy's and like all these fancy stores back in the mid-90s.
Moisty unicorns with a communal vision. Bargain hunting. Go to Alibaba and buy 1,000 useless items for 25 cents each. Now you have $15 items that only cost 25 cents each. Now you're a businessman. How does that sound to you?
I mean, the margins are good, but Alibaba's shit, just like every other service that sends stuff, quote unquote, factory direct from China. So don't buy stuff from Temu and whatever the other like gamified shopping sites are, unless you're very, very stupid.
Somebody just pointed out Larry finally calls in and Toaster or Jen haven't terminated his call yet. Why do you think that is?
They're poor. It's because they're poor, stupid idiots who
and
suck
you
off
have,
guys or just...
You have been terminated. Long time coming. Wow. Now, if that moment hasn't been worked up to, over the course of, years at this point. Years long. Caller, welcome to Explorations. This is Leslie. What is something I can call you?
This is Leslie.
This is Leslie.
Yes, this is Larry. It's funny to be on this side of things.
Are Are you where?
What was I talking about?
You were talking about when you were 16, your friends realized they could buy returned Macy's items?
No, it wasn't my friends. It was just like some people, like friends of my parents, who realized they could buy like a truckload of stuff.
And you've been
could
terminated again. Namaste. Hippocryptomatic. Now, how did that feel? Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
This is Leslie again.
This is another fella named
Larry.
Leslie.
No, this is Larry. Let's see how far this can go. Come on, people. Like, this is the kind of shit that I wish people would do, like Jen and Toaster and stuff, which sometimes they do, but it's like, I understand why they like only do it 3 or 4 times. But let's get you some money. Come on. Let's get some other people paying tonight.
Well, someone's calling. Yeah, you called them poor. Namaste. Sociopathogen. Larry, how many old dicks is Jen going to have to suck to pay off that gift sub?
I don't know. She says she pays like $4,000 a year in rent the other night, which is ridiculous. Like, she really needs to move to another state. So maybe like 12 guys. I don't know. I don't know the ratio of sucking off guys to rent for Philly, but you know, that seems like an expensive city. So I'm going to say 12 to 18 guys.
12 to 18 to pay off the gifted sub, which is about $5. But given the margins that Jen is working with, in your opinion, we're talking.
I'd imagine she's not very good at sucking off dudes. So, like, yeah, I stand by the 12 to 18.
Okay, interesting. I like.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, she had her face bit off by a dog. Like, it's hard for a guy to finish when they're staring at a dog bitten face. You know what? That's a good Twitch name. Maybe Jen should change her name to Dog Bitten Face.
Interesting suggestion. We'll see how she takes to it. Apache says, does this Jen person have coupons? We'll see. Well, that's a question directly for Jen in chat. Does Jen have coupons for sucking dick? We'll find out here shortly, hopefully. And you've been straight up terminated.
Okay.
You've been terminated by Jen. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
So the idea of an old man having shelter and a coupon for Jen to suck him off, that's actually a good idea for, you know, anyone over like 57 that lives in Philadelphia. If there's anyone in chat that lives in Philadelphia, you should print out some, you know, those printouts people have where it's like tear off a thing at the bottom and there's like 12 of them lined up. They should do that and say discounted suckings from Jen.
Just like a little tear thing, like I need a babysitter next to the I need a babysitter thing.
Like look for something like someone for a dog to sell, like a lost cat, you know, looking for a job and sucking off old guys.
Pepperoncini with a communal vision. I love the contextless hostility among members of the community. You fostered something special here. And that's absolutely true, Pepperoncini. This is truly a community. Every other community on Twitch.tv or anywhere else on the goddamn internet talk about, oh, we support each other. Oh, this is such a friendly, supportive place. We're safe here. No, you're not safe here. And if you're not, if you are safe, you're not in a community. That is retarded. That is the child's Candyland idea of the real world. No, this is the real life. This is where we push ourselves to get to the next level. Yes, that requires responding to beefs that naturally occur between two people. Not every wavelength will harmonize into consonance. Dissonance proliferates this pointless universe. And as adults searching for that next level, yes, that is a very important element to the program and our community. And you've been terminated. Namaste. So Larry Picklejar is self-terminated. There's a word for that we, can't even really say on Twitch.tv. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. Tonight we're discussing bargain hunters. What's something I can call you tonight?
Larry, you can call me Alex.
My name is Leslie, and your name is Alex.
Yes, that's correct.
Alex, good to hear from you. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. Bargains really piqued my interest. I enjoy those quite a bit.
Interesting.
And,
okay.
Yeah.
Now,
and I would say, just honestly, right now, let's think about this. How big of a bargain it is that you are not blowing up on TikTok or Instagram at the moment. And people can get in at $5 a month and can be, feeling how the program makes them feel. Let's talk about a bargain right there. I just need to get that out of the way. It's a deal, a steal.
Namaste. So you're taking a look at the effect that this program of Explorations has had in your life. The 4 tenets: the relax, the question, express, and explore. You put this in your life, watched it transform, and you are just flabbergasted by how it can still be as cheap as it is to receive so many benefits to your life that have become foundational. Is that what I'm hearing you say?
That is correct. I would say it is absolutely astounding that people can get in at such a low rate.
Yeah. I'm thinking so.
And think about what support they are putting in and how much they can put in order to give back. I enjoy that.
Absolutely. Well, it's I don't believe in true altruism. I think that there is always, an individual desire, always an arguable narcissistic need to be fulfilled by the act of generosity, of charity, of empathy, et cetera, et cetera. And in so doing, yes, I think that it should feel good, and it will feel good. I guarantee that it'll feel good to be on the ground level of this next phase of the project. I really appreciate you echoing that sentiment, Alex.
I just think it's seriously, think about it. How much do you promote on TikTok right now? Once people start hearing this shit, man, once they start hearing it, their lives will be changed, such as mine has been. I have seen nothing but the most bountiful, I would say, expressions for the most part.
Yes.
Coming my way. Yeah, coming my way. I feel them every day. People look at you and they stop looking at you the same way. They start seeing you a little bit differently, as if there is a glow, something that is just an aura, if you will, surrounding you. I would say that's been the biggest effect. I've shown other people and they don't seem to reflect the same. They just haven't taken it on, but they understand. I don't know. It's a deal. It's a deal right now. Talk about a bargain, right?
Apache with a communal vision. Can callers be terminated simply because it is the right thing to do? Well, that's the lovely part of this over here, this terminate call function, is that it could be the right thing to do. It could be the wrong thing to do. It could be vague, but it could also be clearly good or clearly wrong. You might, somebody very clearly mentally disabled in a mental health crisis calls in, Leslie, help me get through this chapter. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Somebody terminates, wrong, inarguably an immoral thing to do. You can still do it. But also, Alex, I really appreciate you sort of bearing witness to the effect that this program has had on your life and making sure that everybody understands what's at stake here. Now, I do want to take you to task on this theme, though, Alex. Now, we're talking about Bargain Hunter, and you said you were excited to talk about this. You yourself are a bargain hunter.
Oh, my dude. I have things.
Speak.
I have things that I've sought after. That you're a musician, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, my God. Okay, so you play saxophone. Do you play any other instruments? Do you collect synthesizers? Do you do any of that?
I mean, I know a little bit about them. Synthesis isn't really my thing. Once I learned how to like have to use my body to make sounds, it never made sense. Once I got to it, it never made sense to me. Like
It's just something. It sits when you're playing music physically. There's something that's like being channeled. I understand.
I can use my throat or my fingers to change a tone, but I can't like think about a saw wave and a sine wave together or something. Like, it breaks my brain.
I'll just say that's what she said. That's all. That's all.
Namaste.
Okay, so Leslie, talk about a bargain. I like bass amps. You know, like large. You plug in and you slap it, and it goes really loud.
Sure,
There are specific bass amps that are stupid expensive that I got a really good deal on. Okay, so I got broken up with, hanging out in the strange place. I was really sad. And then I found a friend wanted to trade something, he was looking for an orange bass terror, which is basically a very small little amp that instead of something really big. And he had an American-made SVT2. It's something that weighs 80 pounds, is really ugly, but it sounds fucking bitchin'. And I got that. I traded it straight across. The bass terror is worth about $500, and the SVT is worth about $12. Traded straight across. No cash exchange whatsoever. Did have to carry it for about 5 blocks, so I did suffer.
No, so this is beautiful. This is a beautiful example of the complexity of bargain hunting. Now, there are some instances of bargain hunting. My friends at the grocery store, the old ladies who just they smell weird, they cut coupons, they show up every Tuesday morning with me to get double the price of the coupon. So in that situation, in that exchange, there's a sort of faceless, formless corporate entity, right, that they're getting as much value from as possible. But I've tried to talk to them directly, and this kind of scares them, so I got to be careful about it. But, what you just shared with me is a perfect example that, yes, you can go out there, you can get value from these faceless, formless entities out there, but you can also go face-to-face and complete. Now, get this: the first amp that you exchanged was worth very little, and the one you got in return was worth very much. Is this correct?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you just looked someone in the eye and ripped them off.
Well, you got a lighter amp. You got to consider, like, when you're playing live, it can be really, it can suck. Because it's big time carrying a large, it's like a big, fat, heavy rectangle.
For sure, it sucks.
About 80 pounds. Yeah, it's like 2 fat corgis or something like that, but not as cute. So he got something much smaller that he could just pick up and place. Didn't have to work out anymore.
So tell me, if how many of his amps could he have? How many of your amps could he have bought if he just got full value for the amp that he was lugging around?
Probably 2 or 3.
Two or three. So yeah, exactly. Like, yes, there's some exchange, but from a certain angle, he agreed to it. He's an adult, and I'm not going to infantilize and say that he shouldn't have done what he did. But I am saying there's an added benefit to the way you did this one in particular, that the value that you're extracting from a situation like that tastes a little bit sweeter. If there's, if someone is on the other end of it. If it's a faceless corporate thing, then it's kind of like being in one of those rage rooms. They let you break the glass, they let you beat up a car, but this is good old-fashioned, arguable interpersonal violence, and I think there's something to that. I really respect that.
I respect that energy as well. Let's just be clear that large corporate entities have been stealing from us all for a very long time.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
So it is simply ethical to do what you need to do for your family to get by. Absolutely.
However, there's something libidinally lost unless you go person to person, unless you really take it to the old school haggle situation where you're taking value from their life in exchange for less than they should, ultimately be fairly given. So I'm just saying, libidinally, something a little extra. Absolutely. If you're at a Target, steal shit. Go for it. Go absolutely nuts. But I think don't overlook that sort of old school analog, just good old just taking advantage of people.
Namaste.
Namaste. Well, listen, this has been a beautiful conversation with you, Alex.
How have I not been cut off? Was everyone fucking broke or something?
I guess. Well, people might also just be enjoying listening to you speak.
Oh, well, that's nice. It's been quite pleasant. I enjoy bargains, and sometimes I can get a little, it can get a little lot. As some people would say, I can be a lot when it comes to them. But I'm appreciative to explain and tell my stories and be heard in a calm manner without getting all revved up.
Namaste. That's listen. You imbued this stream with a great deal of very deliberate energy, very free and focused energy, and I appreciate that. You're getting us onto a track that we're really going to enjoy. Now, I have to let you go because I do have to do a guided meditation.
Oh, yes. Namaste, and let this meditation, blessings be.
Namaste. The sunset is reaching its end. The complex hue of orange to white, to blue to purple, to black fills the sky. However, as the sun descends past the horizon, the sky does not simply become dark. A dark silence and stillness fills the sky. Where normally you would see stars glittering. This still, placid, black descends, sliding down the lampposts, descending upon the houses. Your daughter's face. And then, there we go. We'll get to maybe the end of that, maybe by the end of the stream, if somebody wants to do another guided meditation, but namaste. Middle Path, namaste to you. Oh yeah, Middle Path from YouTube. Listen, we have to get to 500 subs on the YouTube channel before we can offer all that stuff at YouTube, which we're close. Namaste. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Leslie, you know exactly what to call me. It's Michael. I'm the only one who has a baby voice.
Michael with the baby voice. It's good to hear from you. How are you? It's been about, I would say, a month since the last time you called. Michael, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I moved houses. I'm doing pretty much awesome. I've been passing my school exams. I'm doing great. And I wanted to call you about the current subject and also maybe ask you about some friend group advice if you have the time.
Please. I would love to do all of this with you during the span of this call. Now, first of all, let me just say that it brings warmth to my heart to hear that your life has been going well in a positive direction since beginning your time here as part of this community within this program.
Yeah.
Yes, it makes me happy, and I'm sure I'm not alone. I'm sure the chat is also very happy to hear that your life is moving in a more positive direction since beginning with the program here. Namaste to you for that. Thank you for sharing.
Yes, namaste.
Namaste. Now, let's go ahead and chat about the Bargain Hunter, the theme tonight. We're getting into the theme, bargain hunting, bargain hunters. Talk to me. It sounds like you've already got a thought conjured in your mind's eye. Would you mind sharing that with me, Michael?
I do. So I'm in high school, and there's a lot of people who want things, whether it's, illegal substance or, just done homework or food or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that a lot of these people will go to lengths as to get these things.
One moment, I'm going to have to interrupt you. We were just raided. Namaste, Raiders. Blessings to you, Portal Walker. It's great to have you guys within the stream. Namaste to you and welcome to Explorations, the program with which we explore the universe, both inside and out, to unlock and unleash the true power that courses through our veins right now. Namaste to you, Raiders. If you could let me know how that stream went, and you could kind of just let me know what the vibe was like. Blessings to you, Portal Walker. Shout out Portal Walker, by the way. Can we do a quick shout out for Portal Walker, please? Thank you so much for bringing you guys over here. Really nice. Appreciate it. Always on the lookout. Blessings. Yeah, okay, good. So I'm getting a good vibe from these Raiders. It looks like the end of the stream went good. Good to hear. Sometimes it goes bad. I don't know if you have any experience streaming, Michael. Are you a streamer yourself?
No, I'm not. I just play video games with my friends. I don't have the money nor the time for it.
Yeah, it takes a special kind of sort of look at me kind of energy to be a streamer, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I have like the vibe or the personality to do it. I just can't afford the equipment.
You're just too poor.
I'm poor. I need to get a job, but I also have extreme anxiety, so it's hard for me to try to find stuff.
You're disabled. You're limited. You can't do shit. Basic shit that everyone else can do. You're weak.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, that's the so that sets the context for. Take me more into the high school experience. You know, people they want things. Continue.
Yeah, they want things. I have this friend. I won't say his name. I mean, I could if you want me to, but I won't for now. He is not the brightest person.
Dumb. Okay.
And he has an ASL class. He has not done a single thing. He pays people to do the work for him. And I think that's pretty dumb of him.
Speak on that. Why do you think that's dumb?
I think it's dumb, personally, because I'm also in a language class. I'm in French because my mother is a fluent French speaker, so she can help me.
Right.
And I believe that languages help you communicate with people. And since it's a language class, I feel like it's the most important thing you can learn. If it was like math or, I don't know, history or something, I would understand why. But it's ASL. You can at least try.
Right. And this is a frustrating thing for you. Do you ever... This is a friend of yours?
Yeah, this is a friend of mine. I would say more acquaintance because he kind of pisses me off sometimes with the amount of disgusting jokes he makes, but he's okay.
Can you give us an example of a disgusting joke he might make?
He makes a lot of words that I cannot say.
Well, a lot of slurs.
No, not slurs. You know, the unconsensual stuff.
Yeah, the R word.
Yes.
That we, as adults can't even say on twitch.tv. Funnily enough.
He makes a lot of those jokes. He also makes them towards me, which I think is a little weird, but I'm not like a sensitive person.
Right.
So I don't mind.
Right.
I still think it's a little weird.
Sure. Well, listen, I think there's something interesting. Now, it's frustrating for you. You see, we started off this conversation. You shared you could do streaming. You could be a performer. You just don't have the money to get the equipment, right?
Yeah, I feel like I could, because not only do I have the personality, I've done a theater class for like more than 5 years. So not only do I know how to charm people, I also know how to just not act like myself in front of a bunch of people.
Right, invaluable. Yeah. Okay. So I think there's something to this dynamic, this frustration underneath, because ultimately, he could learn, he could take his education seriously, and it frustrates you that he doesn't. And he could learn these things in order to move through this world a little more easily, and he's not taking it seriously. Now, Pepper and Cheney says, when my son doesn't do his homework, I ground him. Maybe you can try that with your friend. Do you think you have that kind of physical prowess?
That sounds like a good idea, but personally for me, I couldn't really do much. I'm 5'4", I weigh about 120 pounds. There isn't much that I can do.
No, there's not. And is he taller than you?
He's like barely taller than me, but he's a baseball player, so he's very strong.
So he's got some sinewy muscles, lean muscle mass on, or is he like one of those fat baseball players?
Okay, yeah. A lot of my friends are pretty athletic, but a few of them aren't.
Okay, so you're not grounding anybody. You're weak and small.
I am pretty weak and small. However,
And
there
disabled.
are a few friends where they're a bit smaller, and I could easily beat the shit out of them if I needed to.
Cool.
But I'm not going to do that because I try to be a positive person.
Well, we can cross that bridge when we get to it, but keep that in your back pocket just in case of a rainy day. You might need to beat the shit out of people. Now, let's go ahead and look at the situation with your friend, though. I think there's something we can tease out here. Now, your friend could take his education more seriously. And does this friend come from a rich family to be able to spend money like he does?
Absolutely. His sister has like a Ford Bronco, I think. His family is rich.
Okay, yeah. So, and that's like what, like a $40,000 car now or something?
I think so, yeah. Probably
Yeah.
though.
And a high schooler driving that around. Pretty crazy.
Well, it's not him, it's his sister, and I'm pretty sure his sister is older, but like I feel like he's not super important to the story. He's just kind of an asshole.
Right. So, but one thing I think that is worth looking at with this asshole is, you are driven to, take your education seriously so that maybe someday, at least part of this equation, that you can, that your life can be made easier. You can move through this world without having to try as hard as you've had to.
Like I have dreams. I have a dream perfection. I'm actually looking forward to going to trade school to become a physical therapist, or even college to get a physiology degree.
You're on the phone with the Communal Vision real fast. Dear Mr. Little Baby Voice Michael, have you tried exploring the asshole for his parents' money?
You see, I'm not really about that. I'm currently in a risky financial situation myself, and I would do that, except I'm a very honest person. I try not to lie. I try not to cheat unless it's on tests that I suck at.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But generally, I'm not a very, I want this person. If I want it, I might try to get it, but I'm not going to force it out of people.
Right. Well, listen, I think there's something. So listen, I think that's you're mature and you're focused and you're committed. You're going to get your situation. I have nothing but, high expectations for your life because you've got such a strong foundation. You got your wits about you. You're emotionally intelligent. You're ready to handle the world as it comes to you. Not everybody is, but you are. Now, one thing, though, that I think is worth looking at and I think can only add to your power, your burgeoning great power at this age, is the situation with your friend. Now, he pisses you off. He's paying for his way through school. Now, I think part of the equation here, Michael, is that the reason he pisses you off so much, that he doesn't take his education seriously, maybe it's partly about the education, but he doesn't need to take his education seriously. He's living the life you want to live at some indeterminate point in the future right now. He's winning. He's part of a winning family with lots of money. He doesn't have to try. Your family is poor. You're disabled. You have hopes, and Lord knows you got the strength and willpower to get there. I again, like I said, high expectations for you going forward. But he's already did it. And it was just a stroke of luck. He was in his dad's balls, mom's ovaries, and then that's it.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely right. And personally, I don't care if he doesn't succeed at life at all because of the fact that he paid through his way through school. Mm-hmm. Like, if he can't get a stable job and ends up poor on the side of the street, that's not my problem because he keeps making R-word jokes.
Well, he can... Do you, once you get there, once you get to that level, are you going to make R-word jokes?
No, absolutely not. I wouldn't make that. I wouldn't make those kind of jokes. I mean,
you could, though.
Like my mom, it happened to my mom. It happened to some of my friends.
Oh yeah. It's terrible. It's terrible.
It's terrible. It's an awful thing. Thankfully, it hasn't happened to me. Probably because I'm so buttfuck ugly. But it doesn't matter.
That's not. Sometimes that is not as much of a determining factor as you would think.
I know. Sometimes I just like to joke around. But
somebody might see your little ass kind of scurrying around like a little like a little gnome and be like, I want that. I need that.
Of course. Like, then again, I am as well a teenager in high school myself, so of course I'm gonna make like a few weird jokes then and there, but I'm not gonna do it all.
There's room.
Like,
Exactly. There's room. There's all sorts of room under the in the rainbow for that sort of thing. Now listen. I don't want to skip over this business of this business of you're resentful towards him. You're resentful because he is in some ways already leading a life you want to live. And it pisses you off. He's shitting and pissing all over the tools that you think are indispensable, and they are to you. They are valuable tools, but he doesn't give a fuck because he's already got the thing that you want. And listen, a lot of people will say, don't be Dada Pagan. Namaste to you. Welcome to the program. A lot of people will tell you not to be resentful, to work through the bitterness that will hold you back. But listen, as the author of this program, who's responsible for transforming innumerable lives, I'm telling you right now, especially at such a impressionable age, or formative age. I'll say formative, not impressionable. You've got your head on straight.
Use whatever word you want. I couldn't care less.
Well, I just want to be as specific as possible because you should probably listen to what I'm about to tell you on tape, on repeat for a while until it sets in.
I will. I'll think about it because generally I like to, resonate with certain things. You know what I mean?
Right. Of course. Now, this may be something you want to resonate with then, Michael.
Yes.
Do not let the resentment that you have for this young man go. He's a worse person. He Night Year with a communal vision, very exciting. Can you warn him about Jen to stay away from her for safety purposes? All right. Well, that's a message from the community to stay away from another member of our community, Jen. Just heads up.
There's a lot of people to stay away from. Trust me, I've already had my share of weirdos and creeps.
Yeah, there's a lot of weirdos and creeps hanging out in this chat. So heads up. Keep your head about you.
Yeah, it's all right. I don't mind.
I know. It's such a breath of fresh air to speak to such a bright, illuminating young man as yourself. Now, don't let this resentment go. Don't let this bitterness go. It will just add to your drive until you achieve the goal. And once you achieve this goal, it will feel so good and so sweet to have climbed to the top of your mountain and achieve the life that he lives, but you'll have done it being a better person, carrying more weight, having worked harder, and imagine that. Imagine the sweetness of that moment.
Yeah, I believe I'm alright, because, generally, I try to stay neutral towards people. Like, if there's ever drama in the friend group, I try to stay neutral. But I still dislike the person that has done the wrong thing. And with this person, while I still like him as a friend, I do not like the things that he does. So I try to stay distant with him while also trying to stay neutral with him because I don't want him to have negative thoughts towards me, even though I have negative thoughts towards him. But the negative thoughts that I have towards him are not of him. It's just the things that he does. Sometimes the things that he does are a little bit stupid, and I can understand that. We're all a little bit stupid because he's a little bit younger than me, and I understand that.
He's also just straight up dumb, right? He's just a dumb guy.
He's just a dumb guy. He's a baseball player. He's a bit of a, he smokes a lot.
He's just taking it to the dome every 5 seconds. He's getting fucked up. He's not taking school seriously. He's, hopefully he just stays rich because he's probably going to be fucked if not.
Yeah. I do my fair share of, illegal substances.
Sure.
But I also do it within moderation because I have exams coming up. I only do it whenever, there isn't an exam within the next 8 hours. And I've actually been doing pretty well on my exams. I passed my history.
Namaste.
Which I didn't expect. I thought I wouldn't, which is pretty nice.
Listen, that's fantastic to hear, and I'm so glad to hear that you are as bitter as you are towards this guy. So and again, as you know, as someone, I see myself as responsible for your emotional growth in certain respects, Michael. I want to see you get to where, come into your full power, your full potential. That's the goal of this program, is to do exactly that. And in that goal, I would love to see you really fortify your resentment and your bitterness towards this guy who's a worse person and has a better life, maybe better than you might ever have. We'll see how the cards play.
Yeah.
But don't let go of that that teeth grinding resentment that you have towards him, okay?
Of course. I never will. Like, he's not the worst person I've interacted with.
Sure.
I've interacted with people that just randomly jumped teenagers, because that actually happened and it was weird. And then there's also my friend's ex-girlfriend who was crazy. And then there's also, all this and that. And I still have a lot of resentment towards all of them. But there's people that I hold close that if I show negativity towards them, I feel like I could hurt them. And I don't want to do that. So that's why I always try to stay neutral.
Well, if we can discuss that on a later call, I think there's something there. I am a very bitter person. This is from 7th Dragon Ball. I'm a very bitter person, can confirm it is a very admirable trait, something to hold on to. Namaste. Now, listen. What was the last thing that you wanted to discuss, Michael? What was it? You gave me a little...
Yeah, it was the issue with my friend group.
Issue with your friend. Let's go over that real fast, and then we'll move on.
Yeah, I wanted to ask, is there any way where I could get a friend to move on from something they desire that is hurting other people and is just generally annoying the rest of the friend group?
Something, okay, so they've got they're like fixated on something and it's pissing everybody off?
Yeah, I can say it if you want me to.
Yeah, what is it?
It's a little bit weird.
No, it's a shit.
Like, really bad.
They want what?
And we keep calling. They want to have sex. They want to have sex.
They're horny. Oh, okay. Yeah, no way they're getting over that.
And it's been this way for the past, 2 or 3 months. And
Yeah.
it's pissing us off. Because, we understand that she wants to, fuck someone. She wants to get down and dirty with someone.
Right.
But she can. She's been trying. And we keep saying, she can have a one-night stand with somebody. She can go find someone that wants to fuck just general people. But she won't do it. Because she has such an ego towards her to where she thinks that she only wants people that she wants, and if they don't want her, then she fucking hates them. And I do have an example if you would like to hear it.
Communal vision from 7th Dragon Ball. What time do you have to get up for school tomorrow? Don't you have to study for finals or something?
Well, tomorrow I don't exactly have important finals. It's just, a finished project that I have to do, and whatever happens in the next class, I don't know. But generally, I have to get up at, say, around 8, because, again, my mom also has to get to work. So I have to get up on time for that.
Okay, so listen, I think, overall situation, there is nothing you can do about a couple of things about this. And you can consider these sort of permanent fixtures, more or less, of the situation. And then you can decide what to do in regard to these things, okay?
Yeah.
First one, her horniness. Never going to go anywhere. It is going, it's here to stay. It's never going to go anywhere. It is you might not even be friends by the time it goes away, which will be decades from now that she's awake.
Trust me, I know that. It's been fucking the friend group for ages now, and it's been making everyone annoyed. I've already left the group chat, and she hasn't even noticed, and it's hilarious.
Because she's so horny. Yeah. Okay, well then, how about this? I think there's also this aspect that, I think it's just going to be annoying now. I think that's just how it's got to be. I think
it's so annoying. Like, I've been distancing myself from her. Would you like me to give me the example that I was talking about?
Yeah. Give it to me briefly, because then we got to move on to the next caller.
Yeah, of course. There's this friend, she's been kind of homie hopping, if you know what that means. She's been homie hopping a lot.
Right.
And there's this one friend that's friends with me and my other friend, like really good friends. She's been trying to fuck him for a while.
Sure.
And he doesn't know what she wants. She doesn't know if she just wants sex or a relationship. But I know what she wants. And we can't tell him that because we don't want to interfere. And the reason why it's pissing me off so much is because every day when she brings it up, she always says this one thing. She always says, why do men play these games? Even though she's the one that is A, homie hopping, B, not setting boundaries of what she wants, and C, just trying to fuck everything she sees in general. She's the one that's playing games, and we don't know how to tell her that because she won't listen to us.
Listen, I'm going to apply the theme to this. You're looking for a bargain. You don't want to meet her where she is because it's annoying as fuck, right? She has certain defenses up. She has no idea. She's being overrun by what she thinks she wants and what she thinks she sees. And she's going to be in this place of unresolved tension that you can see very clearly through, right? You can see what's going on. It's driving all of you guys insane.
Yeah, and she has such a huge ego. She's so picky. She can't decide what she wants, but she somehow knows what she wants, and we don't understand.
Listen, you're looking for, so you could either enter her, you could be with her, honor the friendship, enter her framework, how she sees the world, on the terms that she sees them. This sounds annoying and would cost a lot of your energy. So I'm not saying you should do it. I'm just saying you could. You're looking for a bargain. It's time to hunt for a bargain. How can you maintain what you want out of this situation, but not have to expend all the emotional energy of having to be an empathetic friend?
Yeah, I'm already generally empathetic. Like, I've always been pretty much labeled as, like, you know, the therapist friend, as they are. But generally, like, I don't really know what to do at this point because we've been giving her advice and she's just not listening to us.
Yeah, it's kind of already happening. I think now it's just like a matter of accepting. If I'm going to be completely honest, just you're moving away. She doesn't even notice. It's going to continually be more annoying. The problem isn't going to resolve itself. Lumpy Frock, namaste. My dues to the program. My dues. My tithings. I love that. Bless you. Namaste to you, Lumpy Frock. And thank you so much for that subscription. Blessings to you. Listen, I think it's a matter of you move towards her, try to figure it out with her. Maybe if you guys are both fucked up, you know, like you're drunk enough to be able to tolerate it, but other than that, I don't really know what the solution is because she doesn't know. She can't even see what the problem is. You're on the outside of it. You're annoyed. You're moving away. She doesn't even notice. You're going to go through a life change very soon. You're going to entering these new chapters. It sounds like the situation is resolving itself, as sad as it is.
Yeah, and I will say, like, she's younger than me, and I'm 18. I have never, had sex. And
sure.
I don't see how it's such a great aspect. And she's all whining about how she, wants to get fucked, and we don't really care.
Right. Yeah, she doesn't care that you don't care, though.
Yeah, of course. She doesn't care that I don't care. We don't care that she doesn't care that I don't care.
Right.
And it's all a general mess because her ego, satisfies herself in a way that she thinks she's such a higher level beyond anyone else, and she can have anyone she wants, even though she can't.
Listen, this would be a very complicated thing to untangle with your friend.
Of course.
I would say at least give it a break, all right? I'm going to give you that piece of advice. Give it a break. Continue to give it a break. Yeah.
I have been trying. And also, I will admit, you did mention something about me being very drunk, and I will admit that is true right now. I may or may not have had 5 or 6 shots. I can't remember.
Namaste.
I've been able to manage myself well enough to have this conversation with you. And I will say, namaste.
Namaste to you, Michael. Have a wonderful...
I feel like you have let me rant about this issue and made me feel like there is a person that is actually listening to my anger with these two friends. And I appreciate that. So thank you, Leslie.
Of course. And good luck to you on your project this next coming weeks of finishing everything up before the end of the chapter. And remember to hold on to your resentment, okay?
Of course, I will. Thank you.
Okay,
Leslie.
shots of milk. Can you say, before you go, can you say like shots of milk or something?
Shots of milk. It was shots of milk.
Or something. Yeah, okay. Thank you. All right, have a wonderful night.
You too, Leslie. Goodbye.
Goodbye. All right, I've got to take a piss. Caller, I got to take a piss. I'm going to put you on hold, all right?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just glad I got Leslie.
Namaste to you, brother. I'm going to put you on hold. We'll be right back in a minute.
Namaste, Leslie. I'll wait.
There we go. So, guys, it's time for me to pee. Blessings to you. I really cherish you guys. I cherish how committed you have been to. I felt like we really touched somebody. This first half of the program, using Bargain Hunter, not in and of itself is an interesting topic, but a prism through which to transform people's lives, as we are doing so tonight. Namaste to you. I'm going to go ahead and take a pee. Allow this break to sort of allow you to recenter, refocus, and get to learn a little something about the community of Devoted Light. Again, remember the special promotions running till the end of June. We can go over those again after the break, but allow this to deepen your knowledge of what you're being called to and whether or not you should answer that call. Namaste to you. I'll be right back.
Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Since Leslie and his program broke onto the scene, Explorations has become the #1 best-selling and most influential personal power program in modern history. Millions of people from all over the world have gotten a chance to meet this truly remarkable man and utterly transform their lives with the power of Explorations.
I listened to this introductory tape and I knew then and there, this is what I needed. I felt just so much better knowing there are a bunch of people out there suffering like me.
I'm not kidding you. I think after the first tape, I knew, okay, I'm gonna be fine.
I got such relief from the very beginning, starting the program.
Now that you've gotten a taste of what this program is capable of, it's time to show you how to take your life to the next level. Here to tell you more about what is possible is legally licensed clinical therapist, author, coach, speaker, entrepreneur, martial artist, amateur musician, one of the nation's foremost thinkers, and our guru, Leslie Tanner.
Good evening, everyone. Whether you've been with us since the very beginning and have watched Explorations work wonders in your life, or you're joining us for the first time tonight, I say namaste to you. As you've watched explorations in action during our call-in show, no doubt your mind is reeling from the limitless potential you now know is possible. Between the tailored themes and lectures, to the myriad avenues of exploration through the channel points, to the customized ways to interact with me and the community, there simply has never been anything quite like this program. Now is usually the point in one of these self-help programs where it starts to sound like a sales pitch. Someone like me might normally say something like, "Listen, I know your time is precious. Let me cut to the chase." But there's only one problem with that. We know your time isn't precious. I could speak at length for hours and hours about absolutely nothing, and I still wouldn't be wasting your time because, well, you're here, looking for a fast, all-encompassing solution to the problems in your life that have become so intolerable, you're not sure what you're going to do. You may be considering any number of extreme decisions, ranging from short-term band-aids to more permanent solutions. However, as dark and bleak as your situation is, so too must our tools be bright and revolutionary. So whether you're tired and looking for more energy and enthusiasm for life, or maybe you're lonely and isolated but want better relationships, let me tell you that for these things and so much more, my breakthrough program of explorations to explore the universe and beyond really works. It's worked for elite performance athletes, critically acclaimed artists, best-selling authors, entrepreneurs, and for thousands of others just like you. I have been blessed by the universe for a brief moment that I now command upwards of $50,000 for speaking engagements. But through the technology of this program, you can hire me, Leslie Tanner, as your personal therapist, coach, and guru, all rolled into one at the Community of Devoted Light on patreon.com. Where you and thousands of others just like you are learning to leverage the chaos around them to catapult their lives to heights that were previously unimaginable. Here's how it works. I've created a tightly knit community where individuals seeking to access the next level are able to study, reflect, meditate, and grow with an ever-expanding library of exclusive materials, each containing life-changing tools and techniques designed to explore topics covered here in our call-in show, but much more deeply, therefore increasing the benefits of the program exponentially. These materials include your name in the credits at the end of the stream, demonstrating the importance of your leadership and the value of your investment. A signed personal postcard sent out each month full of observations and witticisms by me, Leslie Tanner. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Exclusive video materials not available to the poor, designed to rocket your progress past those who cannot afford success. Here's a little sneak peek at what you're missing. Aldi brand Kool-Aid is just as good as the normal Kool-Aid. And if you're gonna be like me, Leslie Tanner, and have a warm, casual time in the summer, then I think it's important that we keep this in mind, that Aldi brand Kool-Aid is just every bit as refreshing and tasty as name brand Kool-Aid. Bottoms up, I'll show you an example. Downloads of all specially crafted music used in our productions here and elsewhere that have accompanied your journey thus far. Tracks such as New Beginnings, Psychic Romance, Reaching into Darkness, or The Skeptic's Gamble. Exclusive archival prints such as these, channeled and honed by myself, Leslie Tanner, upon which you can guide your own meditations at home. I'm not an artist, nor do I claim to be. These visions are a burden and cause me immense suffering. But I do it for you. Now,
You might expect that a program like this would cost thousands of dollars, but because I'm offering this to you through the internet, these life-transforming materials can be yours for the monthly cost of a few cups of coffee on your way to work. With access to these materials, regardless of your level of investment, you will also be receiving a complimentary download of our landmark track, The Sojourn Begins, as a thank you. So does this sound good to you? Well, what are you waiting for? If you are ready to join the thousands of others who have already committed to the final journey to access the next level, simply type Final Journey into the chat and you will be guided with further instructions. One thing I can promise you is that however massive your problems are, however abject and humiliating your life has become, I have created something so simple yet so profound in this program, you'll be absolutely flabbergasted by the results. Now, let's get back to the program. Namaste.
Namaste, my explorers. Welcome back to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. That little thing you just saw is just a little taste of what is waiting for you at the Community of Devoted Light at patreon.com. Yes, the videos, the postcard, the music, and for the next 6 weeks, we're running a very special promotion, the Growth to Nowhere promotion, in an effort to hire a full-time editor and social media manager to truly allow this program to grow and pass what we could have imagined at any point thus far in the development of the program. We are running a special promotion that will allow you to take home extra tools, very special tools, if you join the Community of Devoted Light by the end of June. At the $5 level, we've got the At the $5 level, we have the signed 8x10 of Leslie. I'll send that to you in the mail. If you ever want a part of that $5 tier by the end of June, we'll get a signed 8x10 of Leslie for your home, a sort of visual representation, a sort of harbinger of energy in your life, allow you to focus your mind's eye and your energy throughout the day, and namaste. Then we also have at the $10 tier, this is where it gets special. $10 tier and limited edition Explorations VHS tape. Yes, I will be sending you a physical tape. You'll have access to it digitally as well, but in the mail you'll receive a compilation of not just videos, a couple of videos that are from the Patreon right now, but also some exclusive stuff that you just can't get anywhere else. And a very exciting offer. I'm not going to be making very many of these, and I won't be making them again. So if this sounds like an exciting offer for you, I'd love to send you a tape. And finally, at the $25 a month level, not only do you get the satisfaction of knowing that you have been an absolutely elementary part of allowing this program to grow to what it is going to become, you will also be receiving that same tape, but with an exclusive guided meditation on that tape. That's right. Very few people on earth will see this guided meditation, but I want you to be one of those few, and I want to thank you for putting your hard-earned dollars. I know you work hard, or some of you are on disability and you don't get very much money in the first place, so you maybe aren't even at this tier yet. You probably, I knew a guy once that he would get his Social Security check and he'd go to the horse track and lose about a quarter of it, which was only honestly about $175. His life was very bad. But anyway, at the $25 tier, if you are successful, if your life is good, if you are living that two-tub lifestyle, let me send you a guided meditation, exclusive guided meditation specifically for you and your ilk on that exclusive and limited edition VHS tape. Blessings to you. So that's just a quick rundown of what you can expect. Blessings to you. It's wonderful to be with you. Mail me cum, I'm retarded. Somebody's having a lot of fun. Namaste. All this talk and yet to see the link to subscribe. I want the $25 tier. It's been in the chat. It's been in the chat a couple times. There you go. It's in the chat right now. ! Final Journey if you're looking for the chat command for that. Well, guys, listen, we've got a caller already on the line. Again, to remind you, our theme tonight is bargain hunters. We're talking about bargain hunters, the mindset of the bargain hunter. We all have a little bit of a bargain hunter inside each and every single one of us. I am going to not let this call go as long as Michael's call. Lord knows. That was really long. Let's go ahead. Bless Michael's soul, though. Can't wait to see what happens in the next week as he kind of cuts off that friend, most likely. It's kind of just severing its arm severing itself off. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Hey, Leslie, it's your good pal, Buck, man. I've been trying to call in for weeks now, man, and just have not had luck, man.
Ah, Buck, well, it's good. I'm so glad that you could finally find your way in there, wiggle in, and find some way to talk to me. How you been doing?
Pretty good, man. You know what? Can I be honest, Leslie? I'm dealing with a dilemma in life.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Well, we're also going to be talking about bargain hunters and bargain hunting tonight as well.
Can I just say, y'all need to get that VHS. I brought out my, what's it called?
VCR?
My Symphonic VHS TV combo, man.
Oh, wow, you got a combo. You got one of those combo guys.
Yeah, it's a small TV, but it's the VHS TV combo, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, those are special. Those are very, I remember those were like the height of luxury, huh?
They really were, man.
Mm-hmm. Well, listen, I can't wait to send you. One. Oh, Buck.
I'm gonna have to get one, man.
I'm so excited to get this to you.
You're slipping if you don't get it, man, because this guy, he is a meditation master. Namaste.
Namaste. Namaste. Namaste. I can't wait to get it to you. Now, listen, let's talk about your dilemma and then get into some bargain hunters.
Yeah, and I'm really sorry. We'll try and keep this short, Leslie, but Buck's daddy and him, we've kind of drifted apart, and every time Buck tries to talk to his daddy,
right,
his dad can't talk without yelling at Buck.
Dad can't talk without yelling at Buck. So he's just, is it nice at first, or does it, can you give me insight into what it's like at first, or is it just yelling right away?
It's yelling right away for the last year.
Okay. Take me into this. So you try to go talk to him, keep it normal, keep it civil, and what happens?
It always turns into a yelling match, and you can hear Buck's voice. So, I mean, it's Buck's side, too. Buck eventually just starts yelling at him, and Buck just pictures him, and he just wants to punch him right in the face, man. But Buck's not a angry fella. Zeke, that's not nice, man. If you want to hang up, man, I think there's a bit you can pay and hang up on Buck. Terminate call, 1,000 bits. Otherwise, shut the fuck up, Zeke.
Someone, yeah. Someone's talking some trash to you. Don't get phased. You continue. Tell me about this.
No, I know what community he's from, man, and that community don't like me anymore because Bucks became too Hollywood for them.
Okay, so and what does that mean exactly? I don't.
Buck, became Hollywood. We'll just say that.
Successful?
Maybe someday soon we can get that streamer on here and we can have a little hash out. Because I feel like Leslie can get to the bottom of this.
Oh yeah, I would love to. I'd love to mediate that. Love to mediate that for you.
I mean, he's trying to ban me from every community now, man. What a pink toiler that guy is.
Wow, interesting. So listen, don't get phased though. Don't get phased. And I appreciate you stepping up and saying, talking some shit back because that's important. But let's talk about this father situation.
Yeah, Buck's dad is old too, and Buck just doesn't want the relationship to go that way. You know what I mean?
Right. You can feel the we all die at some point, encroaching mortality, and you want to
all die any day.
You want to make the most out of the time that you now know. You can now feel more immediately that it is limited.
You know what I mean? I want to at least not have to yell at each other. You know what I mean? Right.
So why is there something that he's yelling at you about in particular, or is there a certain theme to the yelling?
Frustration, man. Buck's brother, man, total dickhead, man, calls my jobs, gets me fired from jobs. And when I lived with my brother, man, he cornered me and was beating on me like I was his wife. But
Right.
you shouldn't do that to your wife either, man.
Sure.
And it's something that can't be condoned.
I agree with that. But he hits his wife too.
Oh yeah, he actually went to jail for this, stalking his wife and calling the jobs. He don't hit. He's more of a psychological guy, man.
Okay. Yeah. So he's trying to hurt you in more and you have been terminated. Best of luck to you.
You have a good one.
Namaste. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. What is something that I could call you tonight?
Hey, Leslie, it's Jenny.
Jenny, what's up? How are you?
I think this went sideways.
What did?
At first, I thought it was going to be fun. And then a child was telling me about rape. I don't know, Leslie.
What are you
what
talking
have we done?
about?
Michael.
What about it?
Really? Is it me?
I'm not sure. Yeah, Michael, there's something that upset you about Michael's call?
Very much, yes. It was a child talking about...
he was 18.
More or less rape. What?
He was 18.
He's not 18.
He is literally 18. You've been terminated.
I have a lower voice.
Goodbye. Blessings to you. Data Pagan for the subscription. Blessings to you. That Prime. Ooh, hit me with that Prime. Namaste to you, Data. I really appreciate that. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. I'm about to enter the Jazz Express, so I want to put you on hold, okay? Namaste. Namaste. We need more volume on the saxophone. I'm seeing you. I'm seeing you. Blessings to you. Namaste. Now, this is the Jazz Express. All everybody on board. Namaste to you. I want to thank Data Pagan for setting this off. Blessings to you. Everyone can thank Data Pagan for this little detour on the Jazz Express. Namaste to you. Let's just sit back, and especially if you don't enjoy this kind of thing, I want you to particularly meditate on how this is going to last a lot longer than you wanted to. Keep that in mind. Namaste. Wow. Namaste. And this is, oh my sweet Christ down. Feels good, doesn't it? It feels so good to get to be able to do this. Speak to each other on a more libidinal level. Yeah, we can use words and words. You know, on some level, words are violent. You know, at some point we need to deal with the reality that verbalize, attempting to communicate, connect to one another, simplify the profundity of interpersonal connection, sensuality. Whittle that down to words. That is violence, ladies and gentlemen. That is violence. Because on some level, you're just going to have to connect outside of words. Blessings. Namaste. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate the bits. Oh, look at, I see retroactive gifting a sub. Blessings to you. Namaste to you. I see sociopathogen. You were also in there with that mix, with that termination. Blessings to you, socio. I really appreciate your support tonight. Embarrassed with riches are we this eve. Oh, that caller hung up, so. The line is open, 708-240-8953, 708-240-8953. Does anybody know how to use ASIO drivers? Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you?
Randy. This is Randy.
Randy, welcome to the program. Guys, feel free to write me, Leslie Tanner, P.O. Box 47621, Chicago, Illinois, 60647. Write me a letter, postcard, send me a care package, send me a little weird message that just says, fuck you. I love getting it all. I'll open it live on air. Please send me something. P.O. Box 47621, Chicago, Illinois, 60647. Randy, how you doing tonight?
Oh, delightful. And namaste to you, Leslie.
Namaste. Format, I'll talk to you about it in a little bit. Sorry, I'm not sorry. Continue.
There's no penis in the world small enough to justify rape of any kind, in my opinion, as a therapist.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, so Dollar General.
To interrupt you with a communal vision from Moisty Unicorns, finally received the toenail and under sack clippings from the Tier 5 Devoted Light package. Namaste. So that was... Moisty, that was just kind of me and you connecting. That wasn't as much. I know that we were talking about Patreon. There's other stuff involved in Patreon, but that was just for you. And if you could just not talk about that, thank you. Okay, continue, Randy.
I don't like Dollar General, and I'm just upset about it.
Pissed off about it.
It's supposed to be a bargain, but it's not. It's not a bargain at all.
Talk to me about that.
Okay, so have you heard the conspiracy that Dollar General is just raising their prices without adjusting their sales tags?
So they're raising their prices without adjusting their sales tax? Can you give me a little bit more?
No, sorry. Sorry, sales tags. So like the shelf price says one thing, but the register says another for the same item. Okay. So if people aren't paying attention, which I don't know how often you do when I'm like checking through things. I mean, you'll add up and everything, but it takes advantage of a lot of people who aren't paying attention.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think it's actually a bargain, and I just wanted to express that, I guess.
Interesting. And you feel betrayed by this?
Well, yeah, think about it. Like, how much money has been taken? Like, where are Dollar Generals located, right? They're not
Sure.
in like ritzy neighborhoods. They're in places where like there's not a lot of options. You know, small towns.
Right. Small towns with a lot of, with a good amount of poor people, poorer areas of most urban, centers. We'll have a dollar store, Dollar Tree, a Family Dollar, Dollar General, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, those things used to be. I think I was just spurred on by someone in the chat earlier, where it's like you were like thinking about like those dollar stores used to be fucking awesome, right? Like you could go there, get a whole bunch of dumb shit, inflatable animals, a bunch of like Nerf guns or something that suck but are fun to like dish out at birthday parties and stuff. And now it's not that, and it's more like normal grocery store stuff, but it sucks. I guess it's not a bargain. People should know.
So, and so implicitly, and I think many would agree with you, that part of the conceit of going to a dollar store is that a dollar isn't a lot of money. Therefore, I can expect bargains here. I can expect a higher value for my dollar if I agree to shop at the dollar store. Am I in the ballpark?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay. Interesting. And that by going into this store, expecting a certain value for your dollar, at the very least, the price that is advertised on the shelf, and then to walk up to that cash register and not get that price, and also not get the general bargain you were expecting, is just a bridge too far. You're saying you feel betrayed fully, emotionally.
Completely, utterly destroyed when I found out.
Right. And how important to you are bargains, Randy?
I would say they're really important. Leslie, bargains are so important to me that one time I got a fog machine. It's a really little one. It was supposed to be $75. I got it in a gallon of fog juice for $15, and it still works.
That's so awesome. What do you use it for?
So, well, a variety of things. I would say, making things foggy would be one.
Okay, and in what context would you use this? What is so value this use of the fog machine? When is it being used as such a high value, high stakes scenario that it makes the bargain so much, so good?
Well, have you ever used a fog machine on stream?
Not yet.
Okay, see? Yeah. Okay. But if you paid $15 and you could, would you?
If I could pay $15
to get a fog machine that you could use, would you? Would you buy it, I guess? Sorry. I don't know how to
if I had it on me, I would say, I had to think about it for a second. I would do that. Yeah,
so I mean, there's innumerable situations.
Yeah, but you haven't even said one.
Okay, well, I mean, if you think really big, right? But you could also think
it's a
really
small machine, so you can't think that big.
Well, I mean, what is cubic feet, right? How big?
You can measure
there,
cubic
right?
feet, yeah.
Yeah, volume, right?
Sure, yeah.
10 by 10 10 room is actually 10 by 10 by 10. Okay, that's a lot of volume. I say that's a little fog machine. But okay, listen.
Sure.
Music videos, they're awesome. And then live performances and generally spooky things.
Yeah, okay.
Things that need to be spooky, lights.
Yeah. Do you do any of these things?
As Randy, I would say, no. I only understand these from YouTube. Okay.
So Randy, you don't. So you don't. So you don't do any of that stuff that you said.
Okay. No, I do. Yes.
Okay. So you do use this. Okay. So there are some applications. That's what I was trying to get at. Or you've got some applications for it.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know why I was, taking so long.
Maybe you forgot. You
can
forgot.
use it for, well, yeah, I know it's Tuesday. Okay. Anyway, bargains, right? Talk about 'em. Fog machines, great. $15, that thing has been worth its weight in gold.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Love that. And so when I asked you about, how important bargains are to you, that was the first one that you said. Now, is there without bargains, you probably wouldn't be able, your life would be worse. It sounds like, because you're not wealthy, right?
No, I would say not.
Not, yeah. That's the vibe I'm getting. And with the bargains, though, you get to live a more materially rich life. And that's why it's such a betrayal. They're making, you had a way to make your life better at the dollar store, which is already, you're taking an L, to say that out loud, to admit that.
Yeah, it's not good.
It doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
Like to say, oh man, the dollar store is really important in my life. That doesn't feel good to say. Mary Lou RJ, I thought this stream was about how bargains are stupid and we should instead throw our money at Leslie and his TikTok page. Namaste. Appreciate that.
Do that.
Namaste. No, yeah, I mean, we're talking about, we're all bargain hunters at some level. I mean, and if the ultimate bargain, aside from the one that we mentioned earlier that we can't even fully explore here on twitch.tv, the ultimate bargain would be this program. This program,
Indeed.
The offer,
$5,
the community of devoted light. Let me give you stuff. Let me give you things. I want to give you physical materials. All right. Let me give you the program. Let me give you the tools. It's absolutely worth it. Oh, massive bargain. Now, you're excited about the tape.
Oh yeah, dude. Anything on VHS? Come on. And physical? You saying, let me give you stuff. What is better than that?
I can't think of anything.
No. Namaste.
Namaste. Let's call it Namaste.
That sounds great. Thank you, Leslie.
Thank you, Randy. Bless you. Blessings.
Blessing.
Oh, great to speak to Randy. 708-240-8953. Let's do one more call. Big Howl Dottie, namaste to you and welcome to the program. Mary Lou, you're up late. You are up late. Somebody's up late tonight. Oh, and wonderful. Junknail, namaste to you. Blessings to you. Welcome, Raiders, to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the program with which we explore the universe, both inside and out, the subjective and the objective, with the ultimate goal of transforming our life from the ground up, from unlocking and unleashing the power within each and every single one of us. A power that we've possessed all along. We don't need to go seek it out. We don't need to do extra exercises. We just need to get out of that way. We need to face our fears. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner. What's up that I can call you, caller?
Hi, it's Sam.
Hey, Sam, how you doing tonight?
I'm good. Just sending raids to people.
Sam, was that you that just raided?
That was me that suggested that to Junknail that they raid you, and I suggested everything now raid them, so it's been a raid train.
That's so fun. I really appreciate you bringing, you facilitating that connection there.
I love connection.
Love connection. I love that. Talk to me about connection.
Like what kind of connection? Like physical connection, mental connection, connect for.
Yes.
Hello?
Welcome, Butt P Man.
Yay.
Butt P Man. Very cool username. Very fun. I can already tell you're a lot of fun. I really appreciate your energy. Let's talk about any one of those. What's the first one that came to your mind? Mental connection, I believe.
Yeah, because I had therapy today.
Therapy, therapist. All right. How do you like therapy? What's going on?
Well, this is This is like my 12th new one today, I think.
12th new therapist in your life.
Yeah.
And so, wow, that's a lot of therapists.
I go through them.
You go through
Mostly,
them.
I think I haven't found the right one, so that's why I'm following the program as well.
I love that. I love how. Well, let me say, if you're going through 12 and haven't found the right one, I'm going to venture a guess that it's not just you. It's not just you. Namaste. Grand Tits Auto. Namaste to you, and welcome to Explorations. Welcome to the first day of the rest of your life. Blessings to you. Now, I'm gonna. That's one of my favorite refrains from my colleagues in the mental health field, is that they say like, oh, why did this person stop coming to therapy? They'll say something like, it just wasn't a good fit. I've heard that phrase so many times. And not to discount that, chemistry is a part of the process. It's a subjective, process, therapy. But it's pretty interesting that I hear this come from therapists that I know are absolutely inadequate and not that bright.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you say you're looking for a right fit, and I'll bet at least half of this dozen of therapists that you've seen, half of them have just been fucking morons.
Yeah, one of them ended up being on a reality show as a therapist, multiple reality shows as a therapist.
Wow.
So I'm glad I left that one.
Before, during, or after your you seeing her?
Honestly, based on the timeline of when they would shoot it, it might have been concurrent.
Right. Did they like disclose that to you at all? I mean, maybe they don't. I'm trying to
No.
think. Yeah.
Mine wasn't on reality TV, but they were like they were in Vanderpump Rules as one of the couples therapist, and the couple did not survive.
Damn. So that'd be a hard pill to swallow. Somebody that's playing the role of a therapist on Vanderpump Rules, and then you're supposed to believe that they're just really going to just really be insightful and helpful in the therapeutic process with you one-on-one. Vanderpump Rules. Vanderpump Rules. Wow. Yeah. That doesn't really inspire a lot of healing and growth energy on that show.
No.
That's just bottom drags, like bottom of the retard barrel.
Yeah, it's all the little ones from all the other shows.
Yeah. So 12 therapists. And how many sessions you in with this new one?
Today was the first one, like the intro, the hello.
Okay. And how did it feel?
Well, one thing I had seen on TikTok was a therapist that I like that uses like play therapy for kids and adults.
Mm-hmm.
And so I asked about that at this one, and they gave me some Play-Doh to play with while we talked about stuff.
Okay. How did that go?
I mean, I guess functionally it kind of went okay, because I was able to calm down when I needed to with the Play-Doh.
Right, yeah.
But, it's interesting to be an adult who's like crying while playing with Play-Doh.
Sure. That's not a very, that's a, to look, it'd be easy to judge yourself for being in that position.
Yeah, but then I remembered that she was the adult that gave the adult that had the Play-Doh to begin with.
So far she did what you asked, and that's a positive.
That's a positive. She listened to me. That's a positive. This is an EMDR therapist, which is my first time doing it.
Uh-huh.
And like my history with the 12 therapists is like maybe half of them, or maybe like a third of them broke up with me. And so
A third of the therapist broke up. Hold on. You're on the phone with a communal vision. Did you consider eating the Play-Doh?
It was freshly opened, brand new.
Ooh.
But I did not.
Did this therapist have the Play-Doh on them, or did you bring it?
They had it.
Okay.
They supplied.
Interesting. Because that is nice. That is, I'll bet that really, honestly, that might have been worth more than the therapist's presence in the therapy session, just the freshness of that Play-Doh.
Well, you know, like fidget toys and stuff?
Yeah.
Like,
Uh-huh.
she had a whole little kit, and it had little Play-Doh scissors. And those are very satisfying to just click in your hand, open, shut. But now I'm remembering this anecdote about L. Ron Hubbard, who somewhere in the Scientology lore, we're all clams. Like that's part of it. We're all clams. And so when you open and close your fingers like a clam, it annoys people because their inner clam is activated. And so now I'm realizing I was just doing the clam with the scissors the whole time.
When were you doing the clam?
I had those little scissors. I was just kind of like not even in the Play-Doh. I was just like opening and closing them.
Did it piss off the therapist?
I mean, it seems good enough to not notice or not say anything about it, at least. But these are the things that might have driven people away, you know? That's what I'm saying.
Driven people away, that you drove therapists away. Interesting. Is that what they said?
Yes.
How'd they wrap things up with you? How'd that end?
Well, the last one said that she couldn't really help me and listed all these things that I wasn't improving on. And then that led to me being diagnosed as autism because all those things were symptoms of autism.
Okay, so hold on. I'm going to try to repeat this back. You had a therapist say, listen, I'm trying to help you along these lines. You're not getting better. Therefore, you have autism. Is that what?
No. Therefore, we can't see each other anymore. And then I go to TikTok, and now I'm autistic.
That is so beautiful. That brings me such a manic, viscerally angry joy.
It is true. Every therapist that's broken up with me, I've later found out just like didn't know about trauma or didn't know about anxiety. I don't know. Like they ended up just not being like the right person to talk to.
No, I mean, that's very generous in saying they're not the right person to talk to. These people literally went to like professional training to be able to talk about this. And that you were kicked to the curb. Man, that's... do you remember the style of therapy that they tried to do? Was it somebody just like... Did you have to do like worksheets with core memories or core thoughts?
Well, I refuse to do worksheets.
Okay.
So that's one thing.
A plus. Oh, they are.
A plus. But honestly, I don't know. I don't know if you have this thing called Kaiser wherever you're at.
Tell me about it. I've heard of that.
Like, imagine, like, if you were you, but you were going to be a doctor. Like, obviously, you're doing it because you need a job. And so you're in school, like, I got to get this job.
Uh-huh.
And then you're working the job, like, oh, I hate this job. Like, those are the doctors at Kaiser, mostly.
So they resent having to be there in the first place.
Well, yeah, they're just clocking their hours, you know?
Well, they don't give a fuck. Their pussy's not in it.
Yeah, they're clocking their hours. They're like trying not to bill the insurance too much, you know, pushing whatever pharma wants or doesn't. But they're not really like trying to fix the core of the problem. They're more like, if you're bleeding, come in and we'll like stitch you up.
Otherwise, it's your responsibility and your fault.
Yeah, because at one point I did have like one of those times where I was like calling a hotline and they hung up on me because I took too long.
Damn.
And I took like 40 minutes. I feel like that's not the longest call that one of those hotlines has gotten, you know?
Did they say, I'm going to hang up now while you were crying?
Yeah, basically. They're like, I'm so sorry, but I have to go. I'm not allowed to be on more than like 40 minutes.
That is hilarious. You know, I think that's a pretty genius, as a matter of fact. I think, you know, I would like to reach a point in wealth to have host what, you know, could be a don't KYS hotline, and then just like, hey, what's up? And then click, and then they call back and like, oh, something must be wrong. Click, and just, you know, through adversity, maybe they'd figure it out. I think, you know, they're stumbling on something, but they're too stupid to realize the genius of what they're really up to. Wow. So 12 therapists, they brought you Play-Doh because you asked for it. Keep us abreast of this journey, okay? Let us know how this progresses for you with this 12. This, you know, if it's anything like the other 11, it's not going to go good, and at least that will be kind of funny.
Yeah, it has been funny when it fails. I will keep you abreast. It is going to be on a once every month to 2 month cycle because, again, that's how Kaiser rolls.
Perfect. Like barely anything at all. Let's let that faucet trickle and see what happens. Wow, beautiful stuff. Really, you have, you know, I as a mental health professional, I can say, objectively speaking, that you've lived a life of preventable misery. You've lived a life of preventable misery, and I, you know, wish you the best.
What's more American than that, right? Namaste.
Indeed, I know, right? There's, you know what? If I was going to put money on your situation, and I say this as a therapist, if I were to put money on your situation, I'll bet that this doesn't go good either. Still there? Okay, I think we got a... All right, that was that. Namaste. Well, guys, that was the stream. What a wonderful way to end the stream. Namaste to you. I had to small in the hot dog because we were doing... you're on the phone is really tarting out about the hot dog on screen. We'll see. Well, maybe we'll get it bigger next time. Namaste to you. You know, we were having a really wonderful, lovely conversation with her, and that was really fun. I really appreciate you, Sam, for connecting. She quit me like therapists quit her. That's so funny. And you know what? Honestly, if that allows her to pull, you know, to sort of regenerate some empowerment for her, some agency when speaking to a mental health professional, she can call up and hang up as many times as she wants. Namaste. I love that. That could be worth 1,000 worksheets. Just letting someone just call up and be very disrespectful to you for, you know, upwards of 55 minutes, billing the insurance, and then wait until next week. And they might do the same exact thing. This might be so it might be so edifying, so repairing in their life. And it's important as therapists, if there's any therapists in the chat right now, remember that. If they call up, you know, they come into session, they zoom into your little sessions, whatever the thing is, and they're just like, fuck you to death, I hate you. They start throwing slurs at you. They start threatening you, but you know they're not probably going to do anything. You can tell. All right, you can tell when somebody's really going to do something. Most of the time they're not. They're blowing off some steam. Let them transfer. Let them project. And let them heal through the act of violence towards you. Namaste. Okay? Namaste. That's worth 1,000 worksheets. That's worth 1,000 Beck's depression inventories. That's worth 1,000 days in dialectical behavioral therapy. All right? Let them verbally abuse you. It's worth so much. It's worth its weight in gold. Namaste. Well, guys, this was a really beautiful stream, and I had a lot of fun with you. A very wonderful evening to spend with you this evening. Blessings to you. I really appreciate all your calls, all your support through the subscriptions and the bits. Certainly going, at this point, going directly to that, that editor. And, very exciting stuff to come. I'll make sure I post the clips, post the YouTube highlights and what have you. Just to reiterate, we are running that promotion till the end of June. If you're looking for either a signed 8x10, if you're looking for a special edition Leslie Tanner VHS tape in the mail, now's your time. Now's your time. But in the meantime, guys, let's get raiding on somebody, and then we'll come back next Thursday. If you'd like to write me a letter, P.O. Box 47621, Chicago, Illinois 60647. I want to thank my mods. I want to thank my moderation team, absolutely holding it down. Big dick ballers on that team. Extremely committed to the program and very bright, extremely bright, my mod team. Blessings to you. And then also I want to thank my community of Devoted Light, a burgeoning group growing right now, growing by the day, growing by the hour. We've had several people up their pledges. We've had more people join in trying to take advantage of this promotion that we've got going until the end of June. Thank you and namaste to you, my inner circle. Blessings to you. I can't wait to even post a video tomorrow, actually. So blessings to you. Wonderful stream. We'll be, this Thursday we will stream. This Thursday we're streaming. Thursday at 8 p.m. Central Time, we'll be back on. Thursday at 8, let's go. I want to rate, who should we rate? Aristotle. Namaste to you, Kayla. Blessings to you. I want to rate Aristotle because I like the vibe over there. I like his vibe. Blessings to you. Guys, we'll be back Thursday at 8. Let's take this vibe over to Aristotle. I'm sure they're having fun. And what are they talking about? What are they even talking about? It's just a philosopher talking about, it doesn't say. But he's smart and nice and a good vibe, and more people should know about that stream, that channel. Blessings to you. Let's take this energy of just bitterness and resentment over there. Namaste. Of course, there's a whole world of philosophy devoted towards that, towards bitterness, towards anger. Namaste. That's why I'm saying hold on to it. Well, guys, I'll see you guys Thursday, 8 p.m. Central Time. Let's go say hi to Aristotle. Where's the button? Yay. Namaste to you, YouTube. Kayla, creamy goodness. Guys, you guys are, thank you for